Alright, you just got done watching the YU video on exponentiation. And what that video showed you was how to expand something with exponents, how to contract something, basically what exponents do and what they are. This example video, it also went through the kind of rule for multiplying bases, same bases, with different exponents or with exponents. So what I'm going to do in this video is just go through some examples with you. And the first one you have here is u to the 6th times u to the 8th. I'm going to show you two different ways to do this. The first way is to expand this and then simplify. So first I need to expand each one of these. And u to the 6th just means u times u times u times u. 6 of them. Okay? And then we've got this times u to the 8th, which would be u times u . 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. U to the 8th. Okay? So you've got u to the 6th represented right here, and u to the 8th represented right here. And if then I go to look at this all as one piece, I've got u times itself written 14 times. Okay? So if I just count these up, I would get 14 of them, which gives me u to the 14th. If you look at these two numbers and notice the pattern from the YU video, what this tells you with the shortcut rule, you can expand and simplify, or if you are using the rule, then here's what the rule tells you to do. U to the 6th times u to the 8th is equal to u to the 6 plus 8. So we add those two exponents together, and we get u to the 14th. And that's the same exact answer as what I got over here. Okay? You can expand every single problem here if you want. You can use the rule if you want. Just pick whichever one works best for you. Okay, next one, we've got s to the 8th and s squared. So here's the expand and simplify. And if I count all those up, I have 10 s's, so that would give me s to the 10th. Or if I use the rule, that's s to the 8th times s squared equals s to the 8 plus 2, which would again give me s to the 10th. Okay? This next problem is just a reverse expansion. So we're counting up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 83s all multiplied together. So that 83 would be to the 5th power, since there are 5 of them, all multiplied by each other. Okay. Then over here I've got a 47 twice, so that would be 47 to the 2nd. And there's only one 56, so this would just be 56 to the 1st. Okay, so 47 squared times 56 to the 1st. In the next one, this gets a little bit more complicated because we have a couple extra things to worry about here. We've got these coefficients out on the front in addition to the w squared and the w to the 7th. So if I expand this, I get 8 times w, and then I get 10 and here's 10w to the 7th. Okay? Then I'm just going to rearrange things. So I'm going to put the 8 and the 10 next to each other, and then all the w's together. Okay. So I've taken these two w's, lumped them over here with these two w's. I can do that because it's all multiplication. And at this point, hopefully that helps you see 8 times 10 is just 80. And then I've got 9 w's here, so that's w to the 9th. Okay. When coefficients are involved, I think it's easier to expand because then you know kind of what goes with what. But if you want to use the rule here, just a word of caution, don't add these numbers together. That's a really common mistake, is to just say, well, I know I need to add, so I'll just go to 8 plus 10, and that's 18. Those are not exponents. Okay, those are coefficients. You add the exponents, but you still multiply the coefficients. So this would still be 8w squared times 10w to the 7th would be 8 times 10 w and then 2 plus 7. There's where you add with the exponents, not with the 8 and the 10. Okay, and so what that gives me is 8 times 10 is 80, 2 plus 7 is 9. So that gives me the same answer as when I expanded. So you can use the rule, just be really careful with the coefficients. Make sure that you're multiplying those, not adding them. In the next problem, we've got coefficients again of 10 and 9, and then we've got an a and an a squared. This a, if you look right here, it doesn't look like there's a coefficient, but that's just because there's one. So really this is 10a to the first. Okay, write in a little 1 right there, and it'll avoid you getting confused later on. So anytime you see an a, it's really just an a to the first, or an x is just an x to the first. Okay, so write in a little 1. Then we're going to expand. We get 10a and 9a. And then we'll kind of lump the 10 and the 9 together. And 10 times 9 is 90. A times a times a is a to the third. So I get 90 a to the third. If I use the rules, that says add the exponents, but you, again, remember, still multiply the coefficients. So 10a times 9a squared, put a 1 there. Rearrange some things, you get 10 times 9. And then I'm adding the 1 and the 2, and I'm multiplying the 10 and the 9. So multiplying 10 and 9 gives me 90. Adding the 1 and the 2 gives me the a to the third, and again, it's the same answer as what you had before. All right, next one. This is an example off of some of the practice links that you'll be doing in your timeline. This one gives you a 9v and a 4v. This, again, if there's no exponent, just means 1, so write in little 1s. It's really 9 times v to the 1. And 4 times v to the 1. And that is the same as 9 times 4 times v to the 1 and v to the 1. And in this case, it's pretty much already expanded. So you're looking at, you got a v and another v. Those combine to make v squared. 9 times 4 is 36. So we get 36v squared. If you're using the rule, then you'd have 9 times 4 times v to the 1 plus 1. And 1 plus 1 would again just give you 2. Alrighty. The last one here, or the next one I guess, has x and a y. So we're going to expand, and then it's going to be really important that we match things up and lump stuff together. Okay, so this is 3, that's a y to the 1, and then an x to the 4th, and then that's a 3, that's an x to the 1, and then y to the 3rd. Okay, Now we're going to move all this stuff around so it's all kind of together. So we're going to put the 3's together. We're going to put the y's together. Then we're going to put the x's together. All right, and then breaking it apart piece by piece like this, we got 3 times 3 is 9. We got y to the 4th, and then we got x to the 5th. So the full, complete, final answer would be 9y to the 4th, x to the 5th. Okay? If you want to use the rule, then we would have our y's together, so 3y1, y3, x4, x1. Oop, and I forgot the other 3 here. So still lump it together, that gives you 9, and then y to the 1 plus 3, x to the 4 plus 1, and that gives you 9. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5.